I'm Mike.
I'm Glenda.
And we are Herons on the Fly. And we're going to take you through the coach. We're getting ready to go back out on the road. So we're going to take you through the coach and show you some of the creature comforts, some of the mods that we've done to make our coach just a little better for us. And some of the upgrades and things that may be helpful to you that you can do that are not that complicated and
not that expensive.
and not that expensive. It's amazing. The max I think we spent was on a floor that we're going to show you, but the rest of it is within the $400 or less range. So a little elbow grease and you too can make some of these adjustments to your coach.
So one of the first things we did was, I love cooking on a gas cooktop, and that's part of the reason we bought this model. But the cooktop that was in here was very flimsy, so Mike was nice enough to replace it for me with this model. Gets a lot of use, but the grates are a lot heavier and it just is more substantial. So love this. I think we spent a little under $300 for it, or no, $400. It was about $375 if I remember correctly. So I'm very happy with this upgrade that we did.
Most RVs have an RV toilet in them, and everybody knows that an RV toilet is just horrible at best. And you can buy a Dometic toilet that is very much like a toilet at home. It's narrower, the seat's a little longer, so it's got an elongated bowl. It's got water jets that go all the way around the inside instead of one in the back that really doesn't get what it needs to get. And I think it's more efficient. Takes about 15 minutes to change out this toilet. They're about $275, $280, somewhere in that area, and it's not that big a deal. And not only that, but the person that's doing the cleaning in the bathroom is a lot happier, because without the bowl being wide with no lip on it, the splash factor goes down tremendously, and that is a big thing. So this is the Dometic right here, and it's much closer to a home toilet. You can see because of the rim and the water comes out underneath here in a swirl pattern. It still pretty much flushes the if I can find the flipper here.
Wow.
And so that's the way it works, and just close her up. Easy to clean, fits in your mid bath or your half bath, I should say. Pretty easy, and it's not that big a deal. Don't forget to change the seal on the bottom. It comes with it, so that's a big deal. So get yourself a new toilet.
All right. So I'm very particular about my showers, especially with all this hair and trying to rinse my shampoo and conditioner out. So we put in a new shower head. It was a big improvement with water flow and just a more enjoyable shower. So you just can pick one out as long as it has the hose, and we'll connect down here. Simple, easy replacement, but well worth it.
One of the problems that we had was when we were in the shower, getting to the towels. The towels were in a bad place in our coach. So we went out and bought these nice brushed nickel towel holders, towel rack, whatever, and I installed them. I looked for a place where we couldn't pull them down, where it would be nice and sturdy, and so the door frame is great. So when you pop out of the shower, you're in the shower and you reach around here and pull your towel out, and it does a great job. The towel's dry, and Yeah, and it wasn't that much money. I think it was 25, 30 bucks, something like that. Stuff like this, you can modify your coach so things make sense, because not all motorhomes, even expensive motorhomes, have stuff that are convenient to the way you live, the way you do things. So consider doing some mods like this, or shower heads or floors or whatever you want to do.
So one of the things I hated about this coach when we bought it was that it had carpet in the bedroom, which it was this tacky carpet, thin, horrible carpet, was all over the floor. So fortunately, within the first year, we were over at Red Bay in Alabama at Tiffin, having some work done, and we found some guys there that ripped up the carpet for us and put the Pergo flooring down. It was, how much? What is it? What's it, Mike?
$1,600.
About $1,600 to have it done, for the labor and the wood itself. We went and bought it and supplied it to them. So it was one of the best mods that we have done, because it's so much easier to clean. I love it. No more carpet.
And it only took them 4 hours.
Right, yeah. They actually took the whole bed out. It was very interesting to watch them do it. And then they replaced all the molding and everything. So, huge improvement if you've got carpeting. Think about having that done. This was one of the more expensive mods that we did. Our first summer out in the RV full time, I realized how hot everything got up in the cabinets, and I didn't want to store bread up here or anything that was perishable. So we found this Reflectix, which comes in a roll. It's very thin and you can cut it easily, and we stapled it up in the cabinet with just a staple gun. So it's about $30 a roll. I think it took us 2 rolls to do the entire coach. Any external cabinet has this in it, and our closet in the back. I even covered the entire closet in the back, and it made a huge difference with the temperature that the cabinets get and the temperature of the coach. It doesn't absorb the heat or as much, and it really helps with the cold as well, keeping the cold out and keeping the coach warmer. Huge difference. Love this. I would highly recommend you do this. A very inexpensive job, and it doesn't take very long to do. Easy peasy.
It's been a long day. RVing is tough. Oh, it's just me again. Hey, we got me a chair somewhere along the way about 2 years ago. The chair that came with the RV, the recliner, started to wear out, and we were looking at RV chairs, and we just couldn't find one that we liked. So what we did was we took some measurements, and we started looking for chairs that were narrow enough to fit back into this hole, so that we could push it back into the hole when we went down the road, and the slides could close and everything would be good, and we'd still have a walkway up and down the coach. We found one for on sale for, I think it was around $600, something like that. And yeah, it's a wonderful thing to have a real chair. So yeah, if your RV chair that you like sitting in is wearing out, consider going and looking around in some of the sale places, some of the warehouses and so on and so forth, till you find your chair. Just make sure it's narrow enough, and that when it extends, that it doesn't go backwards too far, that you can't get it in the hole where your old chair was. But yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, that's pretty much the interior mods, the little creature comforts and so on. And it's worked, huh?
It has. It's made the coach more homey and a lot more comfortable. Well worth all of it. we hope that this kind of gives you some ideas and ways that you can make your coach more comfortable.
Yeah, you need to, when you buy these motorhomes, they're awesome when you first, when you buy them, no doubt. We have a Tiffin Allegro Red with a big diesel in the back, and it runs great, and we love our coach. We lived in it for almost 5 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, some creature comforts are well worth the effort to make it home for you. And even if you just use it for a vacation home, those little things that you do make it more comfortable for you and for your guests. So, among other things, we did some major mods too. And these are the ones that every time I bring them up and explain them, Glenda does.
I roll my eyes.
Yeah, and because they are pricey. I did, and we're going to do another video on this, but I did 6 lithium batteries, and I put in a solar rig on the roof, and also put in a pigtail that I could put in a suitcase solar if I wanted to add power to my rig. Also, we added Coney shocks all the way around, and we added one of the Safety Plus steering dampeners, and that made a huge difference.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, that was a huge difference.
Yes, it did.
And of course, we changed out our Michelin tires and put Toyos on them because of the serious tire checking after 4 years.
Yeah.
That was bad. We had cracks in the sidewall, so we went with something different. But anyway, those are some of the things. Oh yeah, and one of the last ones we did was Starlink, and we'll talk about that too. But pretty much everything that we've done is worked out pretty great, and we'll definitely take you around the outside and show you all those goodies and explain all that stuff in another video.
Yep.
But we hope you enjoyed this one.
Thanks for spending time with us. We really appreciate you subscribing to our channel and supporting us. And we are
Herons on the fly. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.